Skull Island: Rise of Kong. It's currently sitting at a 3.9 Metacritic overall, and by that very definition, most people think this game sucks. But one man's trash is another man's treasure. I mean, someone out there has to like the game, right? So welcome back to a series that I call Good Reviews for Bad Games. And today, we're taking a look at Skull Island: Rise of Kong. So for those unaware, Rise of Kong is one of the worst reviewed games of 2023. There's actually not a lot of reviews out for this game, but the ones that are out said this game was under development for less than a year and it's absolutely awful. At the time of this recording, there's currently only 20 positive reviews for this game, so bear with me. Let's see if we can find something fun. Now, if we scroll down and not go too far, the first 3 reviews are in Spanish. I don't know what any of that says because despite what some of you think, I am not Dominican. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this in Google Translate and see what our people have to say. Angel gave it a 10 out. All right, you guys are trolls. All 3 of them gave it a 10. I just the 3 musketeers over here. Angel gave it a 10 and he said the game's very good. Pure anti-gamer, doesn't know what this little I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Let's try a different one. I don't speak Spanish, but I recognize what that GOTY stands for. I think these are trolls. Oh my god. Let's see here. Game of the year is such its power that in the game you can break the limits and cross the maps to cross the 4th wall. Nothing can contain the Kong Game of the Year. All right, so I think this translation's like not good, but what I think he's trying to, or what it was trying to convey is, I guess the game is so broken, you can break through the game's walls, because you know how games have like invisible walls, and because of that, you could break the 4th wall and the game actually talks to you. Therefore, Kong is Game of the Year. He gave that a 10. Lionheart gave it a 10. Then let's see what Vico also gave it a 10. Let's see what he had to say as well. A masterpiece in all areas, my game of the year without a doubt. 10 out of 10. So shout out to the Spanish community. They really seem to love Kong. I think these are trolls, but they seem to love it. All right, Christian gave Kong an 8 out of 10, and they go on to say, I don't get why they say it's the worst game of the year, but the game is okay and I liked it. Sure, you'll notice some parts of the game were incomplete due to the short amount of time creating this game, which goes back to what I said earlier. Apparently this game was under development less than a year. But the way I see it is how they managed to finish the game in a short period of time is impressive. So thank you for giving us Skull Island: Rise of Kong. Don't give up. I hope there will be more update patches for the game. 8 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found a game developer here because he's really riding for these developers. He acknowledges the game is incomplete and he still gave it an 8 out of 10. And just because they finished it, which is a contradiction in itself, right? You acknowledge the game is incomplete, but then just because they finished it, it deserves an 8 out of 10. A bad product is a bad product. What are you talking about? I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty bad one, Christian. A pretty bad one. Okay, Revolt23 gave Kong a 10 out of 10, and he says, once I got my big old monkey hands on the game, I knew I could never play another game again. I am forever gonna play Big Monkey over and over forever. It's the greatest monkey game. Monkey hands are so happy to play with the big monkey. I'm pretty sure this is a troll review. I'm not gonna lie, first of all, this sounds kind of racist. What? Anyways, I clicked on his name because I'm like, who the hell types this type of shit, right? I was like, let me see what kind of other reviews we got out here, right? So he gives Skull Island a 10 out of 10. We scroll down. He gives Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty a 10 out of 10. He's pretty known for giving 10s, which, you know, I'm not gonna debate that. People seem to really love Cyberpunk 2.0. But then we scroll down a little bit further. He gave Horizon Forbidden West a 2 out of 10. Now, you're entitled to your opinions, but a 2 out of 10? I thought Horizon Forbidden West was at least like an 8, 7. It was a solid PlayStation exclusive. A 2? He gave Starfield a 1. He gave Starfield a 1 twice. Doom Eternal for a 0? Oh yeah, you're out of here. Nah, you're out of here. Nah, Doom Eternal. No Doom Eternal slander shall prosper. That game's fucking amazing. So I know we're supposed to be looking at positive reviews, but I accidentally messed up the filter when I went back from that other review. And I ended up seeing all the reviews, and this dude Tara gave the game a 0 out of 10. And he's complaining because it's not even available on torrent sites. He gave this game, this already bad game, a 0 out of 10 because he couldn't steal it. Self-incriminating yourself on the internet? That's crazy. Voldemort gave Kong a 9 out of 10, and he goes on to say, a truly hidden gem that is worth looking at. The game's unique flavor and simplicity made for a fun and lighthearted experience that was a nice change from the overcomplicated and layered games. Beating up enemies as Kong is extremely satisfying. The game overall leaves a lot of room for a sequel sequel that'll be even more fun and expansive. I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on this review, and it all comes down to this line right here. It's a fun and lighthearted experience that was a nice change from the overcomplicated and layered games. Sounds like to me, you probably suck at games and you were just happy that you finally find a game that you could beat, and you gave it a 9 out of 10 because of it. You're entitled to your opinions, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting skill issue vibes here, skill issues. Orion gives Kong a 10 out of 10, and he goes on to say, after losing 60 bucks on Steam with the overrated garbage called Baldur's Gate 3, I was already losing hope in the gaming industry and humanity as well, until Skull Island Rise of Kong came out and showed me there are still creative people out there. This game is amazing, certainly one of the best that I've ever played. Don't trust anyone who says otherwise. You know, I might have gave you the benefit of the doubt that, you know, you're being honest, because, you know, some people like trash. But then you said this right here, the overrated. I was like, all right, you're just being a jackass, bro. This man probably didn't even play the game. He's just on the internet talking, just yapping. But even better, you scroll down and Parasaf also gives it a 10 out of 10, and he gave Kong a 10 because he said, big monkey. I don't know why I did it. Hello, monkeys! Bleach gave Kong a 10 out of 10, and he said the main side effects of playing this game are joy and laughter, two things sorely missing from so many games in today's age. Also, no microtransactions. This man's just a pure smart ass. I think what he's trying to say with this game brought joy and laughter. It's so bad it made him laugh, and then like the fact that you couldn't find microtransactions, I think that's like the one real positive. But a 10 out of 10? You entitled to your opinion. You entitled to your opinion. Is Skull Island Kong the funniest game of 2023? Obito Uchiha. I can't talk. Obito Uchiha gave it a 10 out of 10, and he goes on to say, this is the best game I've ever played. I wish Elden Ring was as good as this game. And I would believe your opinion if your name wasn't Obito Uchiha. There's one thing I, a Hokage, knows, because the second Hokage taught me, you can never trust anybody named Uchiha. This man's trying to put us like in a Sharingan, some type of genjutsu or some shit to make us believe this is good. Boy, get the fuck out of here. Perkle gives Kong a 9 out of... Perkle gives... Hey, keep this in the video, don't even edit out. I can't even say this man's name without laughing. Perkle gives Kong a 9 out of 10, and he says, leave the monkey alone. And like the only reason I wanted to highlight, yo, this man's name is Perkle. Perkle. Is that like Steve Urkel off the Perks? What the fuck are we doing here, man? And there you have it. There are some of the opinions of those who are in love with Rise of Kong. Although I'm pretty sure most of them were trolling. Really makes you wonder. You know what I don't wonder about? The new Super Mario game. It's available exclusively on the Switch, and a lot of the reviews were claiming this game is on par, if not better, than the classic Super Nintendo game, Super Mario World. Now, that game was a big part of my childhood. That is the game that introduced Yoshi to the world. So when I heard that, I had to call Audible, and I had to check this game out for myself to see if this game was good. And if you want to know what I think of Super Mario Wonder, click the card on the screen so you can find out what you need to know before you install Super Mario Wonder.